Howdy gamers, the update is finally here and it's time to flame on, so here's how to play the Human Torch in 5 minutes or less. Make sure to subscribe and stick around to the end for the best tips. The basics of his kit are, he's a flyer similar to Iron Man, but instead of rockets and lasers, you've got Molotovs and a flame shotgun. His primary fires a blast similar to Psylocke's, and his right click throws out a flame orb that burns foes within 5 meters for 5 seconds. His E summons a flame wall between the orbs he's thrown, and his F has a slam attack that venoms that blows up nearby flame orbs and does a pretty big knockback. His left shift is a small boost to his movement speed, mainly used for repositioning, and his ultimate basically gives him better flame orbs with no cooldown. TLDR, you are a relatively close range flyer since your prime fire can two-shot within 15 meters if you get a good spread, but you are also super slow and using your full kit can be really risky due to how slow you are. So, to break it down more, your prime fire has 6 shots as shown by the flames in the center of your screen, but you don't actually reload, your flame recharges over time, and so working pauses into your combo ensures you never run out of flames. Your orbs have 3 charges that come back after about 2 seconds each, and since they last 6 seconds without the flame wall, you can have up to 5 out briefly, but really you're going to have 3 or 4 up most of the time. A funny way to get around this is by spamming out your orbs, then pressing E when you have 5, and that lets you get about 7 out at once. Your firewall or E serves as both a one-time damage the first time any enemy crosses it, but it will also burn in the area if you've got a shape created that's small enough. This AoE and each orb can stack together, meaning if you throw all your orbs and the wall in one spot, it'll be big damage, but in a really small area. The best use of these is to drop them near where the payload is, like a square around the payload, or where a cluster of heals or DPS are wanting to stand, since the damage really won't be that much of a threat to tanks if they're getting healed. Now, let's get into your combo. The basic way to keep firing forever is to alternate 3 prime shots with a flame orb, and you'll never have to reload and you'll never run out of either of them. Once you get 3 or 4 flame orbs out, you can press E to ignite your wall or F to slam. And then once you fire 3 more orbs, you do the other one, and that will let you rotate your cooldowns, so you'd never have a moment where you're sitting with no buttons to press. With your slam, you can't actually chain the explosions together, so you have to place orbs close enough together that you hit all of them with the slam itself. The most bursts you can do is a close range shot followed by an orb and a flame slam, or do those in any order, orb, slam, and then shotgun, point blank, But be really careful with your slams, as it puts you in super close range with the enemy, and your escape is pretty lackluster, so try and save it for finishing blows only. Finally, your ultimate, you lose your firewall ability and instead gain fire tornadoes instead of your orbs that do more damage, last a little longer, and have a slightly larger AoE for about 8 seconds. You can also left shift as much as you want during this, but that's pretty minor to me because you're going to be firing the whole time anyways. Lastly, let's get into a few tips. Most importantly, your flame orbs only create burn areas if you are hitting things that are on the ground or close to the ground. So while you can aim for people for a little bit of extra impact damage, if the person is flying, don't waste your time on them because your main damage is from that AoE in the ground and it won't appear. Second, your slam has pretty big knockback, so get creative and see if you can use it to knock people off of the map or out of big support ultis. And lastly, your main job is not raw impact damage, but rather area denial through your flames, so make sure you use your orbs and walls creatively to accomplish that. Good luck, and see you in the next one.